You just gotta take off your hat. Canada loses 2-0 to the United States. The USA takes the gold medal in the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship. And I gotta say, I'm kind of at peace with it. Like, I know you're probably watching to see veins pop out of my forehead and neck. Listen, if I had a YouTube channel when Canada was up on the States and Marc-Andre Fleury hit it into his own defenseman and into the net for the gold medal losing goal, oh, that would have been a loud day. But in this one, Canada, up until the gold medal game, was the best team in the tournament. They were dominant, they didn't lose, they didn't give up a goal at 5-on-5. That's absurd. And then this game starts, and it's a little bit of a feeling out. The States get the first couple shots. Canada gets the next, like, 7, and I'm like, okay, now they're cooking. And for roughly the next 30 minutes, the United States controlled that game. If you've been watching these videos throughout, you'll know that earlier in the tournament, I was talking about each team's identity, right? The Finns are feisty, the Russians have skill. What did I say about the States? What did I say? Burners, man! Speed! Wheels! These guys are the fastest team in the tournament. We'll get to Trevor Zegras' comments in a minute, but he said, oh, Canada hasn't played a real team. Which just isn't true. Canada dismantled the Finns and the Russians. They finished 3rd and 4th. You're gonna tell me there were 2 real teams in this tournament? I mean, some writers would, but let's be honest, they didn't watch. The Finns and Russians put together amazing teams, but what Canada had not faced is a team as fast as the United States, and they couldn't get anything done. The States beat Canada into their own corners. They were a nuisance in the neutral zone. They held the blue line, and they were happy to give up their own corner and hold Canada there. So, before the game, Trevor Zegras opening his mouth, talking about, oh, Canada hasn't really played a real team yet. Oh, this goalie, Devin Levi, he hasn't really faced a chance at 5-on-5. And people right away, oh, if he doesn't back this up, he's gonna look silly. In fact, he even said, we're gonna get a couple by him. A couple. He said those words specifically. States working it around, they get it at the point, they throw it on. Alex Turcotte working the front of the net, tips it perfectly past Levi, and that's the first 5-on-5 goal that he's given up and Canada's given up in the entire tournament. He loses his mind in the corner, and it's 1-0 US. And that's how it heads into intermission, but it's okay. We start telling ourselves there's a lot of hockey left. But the States stick to their game plan. Again, shot from the blue line and chaos in front of the net. That was the game plan. Chaos in front of Levi, body's fallen, and he just loses the puck on a weird bounce. Zegras doesn't lose it though. He picks it up, shovels it in, 2-0, and I can't believe it. This guy gets an assist and a goal on the first couple goals, the only couple goals in the game. The 9th overall pick of the Anaheim Ducks is on one. But even still, at 2-0, I wasn't that concerned. It's junior hockey. It's gonna change. I mean, let's be honest, the last thing a lot of players learn, even the most elite ones, is defense. But what concerned me towards the end of the second period wasn't the fact that the States had Spencer Knight in net and he was doing amazing. It was that he wasn't even really tested. Oh, he was tested in the 3rd, all right. He was spectacular in the 3rd. But I saw way too many people, especially after the game, talking about Canada played like garbage. What did I say from the first video in this series all the way back to the Germany game to start the tournament? Respect your opponent. I know all you watched the gold medal game. Did you watch the bronze medal game? Congrats to the Finns. They got the bronze medal. We can talk about the Finns a little bit later. I did not think Russia had a good game at all. Sloppy passes. They looked confused. They looked like there wasn't a plan at times. Some of them looked disinterested. Canada, in this game, the gold medal game against the United States, dialed. Trying 150,000%. It was Team USA that made them look bad. They absolutely stifled Canada, making it impossible for them to even make D-to-D passes in their own zone, break out of their own zone, do anything in the neutral zone, get across the offensive blue line and do anything with it. I don't know if Spencer Knight faced an opportunity in the slot until the 3rd period, but he was definitely a factor in that 3rd period. I've already said Canada hasn't played a team as fast as the United States in this tournament. Spencer Knight is also the best goalie that they've faced. Definitely. Canada's played some good ones, but they've never played one as good as Spencer Knight with the defense around him, with the discipline to make the cookie cutter saves and the wild ones when he had to. And I mean, luck was a little bit of a factor. Connor McMichael flubbing it on the breakaway, Canada hitting the side of the net. There were so many opportunities when you consider the States' 2 goals were off a tip and a funny bounce on the end boards. And then you remember hockey is played on on ice with a disc made of vulcanized rubber, which surprisingly is an improvement on what it used to be because a puck used to be made of cow poop. Spencer Knight, Team USA, they were subject to the same perils that Canada was. 2 of theirs went in, none of Canada's did. Clock winds down. 3, 2, 1. And Canada wins silver. No, I know. You don't have to say the saying. I've heard it. So listen, Team Canada fans, I know you're bummed. I'm going to talk more about the tournament as a whole. But first, you seem like you could use some cheering up. Like you could use some good news. Like you want to know there's some good happening in the world, in the hockey world. Well, first of all, the season starts in a week. Yeah, buddy. But I'm going to tell you about something else too. Because hockey is back. And I know you already knew that. I just really like saying it. And with the return of hockey is all the great things that come with it. And that includes the Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup. Every year for the Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup, Chevrolet encourages minor hockey players to share the good deeds they have done in their community. Actions for good, for how to make their community and the world a better place. Now, this past year, I'm sure you've noticed things are a little different. Not exactly business as usual. So for this, the 5th season of the Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup, we gotta get creative. So what do you need? Sick hands, a wicked shot, the ability to do crossovers? Well, no, because I can't do any of those things. But I got a lot of ideas floating around in this giant head of mine, and I'm sure you do too. I mean, look at it. Helmet shopping's tough. But if you pitch your good idea today, you could win $100,000 for the charity of your choice. Now, if you're worried that your good idea isn't good enough, I'm here to tell you that in 2021, they're all good ideas. For every pitch, Chevrolet will donate $50 to the Hockey Canada Foundation Assist Fund. If you're interested, and I know you are, visit ChevroletGoodDeedsCup.ca for more information. Link in the description down below. So, there's a bit of good news. Hopefully you're feeling a bit better. Another bit of good news, if you're a Leafs fan anyway, Topi Niemela named the defenseman of the tournament. And this might shock Leaf fans and anyone else watching. This is the 2nd straight year the Leafs have had the top prospect in the tournament. Because I forgot this happened. Last season, it was Rasmus Sandin. And I found this. Like, look at the names who have won defenseman of the tournament. Drew Doughty, Erik Karlsson, Alex Pietrangelo, Ellis, Gormley, Trouba, Ristolainen, Gavrikov, Werenski, Shabbat, Dahlin, Romanov, and then Sandin and Niemela. People tend to overrate prospects at the World Juniors. It's too small of a sample size, even though it's best on best, high stakes and all that. But that right there is a good list, and you can be pretty confident that even if they don't evolve into NHL stars, they're going to be NHL players. It's real good news for the future of the Leafs blue line anyway. Now, some of you might be watching going, Steve, shut up, I don't even cheer for the Leafs, talk about the garbage cans! Okay. So, after the game, the United States, they win their gold medals, they take a team photo on the ice, and then you can see them with what is very obviously a garbage can with the Team Canada logo on the can. Then their coach comes out with some nonsensical explanation. No, it's our saying, one barrel at a time. And here's the thing, I'm not even mad that they did that. I'm not mad that they posed with a picture of a garbage can. If we're gonna get hyped for these Canada-USA games, right? It's a huge rivalry, right? We gotta acknowledge that the two teams don't like each other. They don't. The men's team, the women's team, they don't like each other. Because it's an intense rivalry. Canada wins a bunch of golds, the States win a bunch of golds, Canada beats the States a bunch, the States beat Canada a bunch. That's at the junior level, the men's level, the women's level, every level. It's awesome. And you can talk about it being classless of the US and, oh, they're so arrogant, and, you know, maybe there's some truth to that. But if we're gonna beat our chests year after year saying it's our game, it's Canada's sport, we gotta be able to take it a little too. What does annoy me about that, though? Just own it. One barrel at a time? Are you dumb? Forget the Canadians. I know your answer. Americans watching this, raise your hand if you believe that. I don't see any. I know I'm in a room by myself, but I know none of you raised your hands just now. It's cool if you're big and brash before the game and you're like, they haven't even played a real team yet and their goalie hasn't been tested and we're gonna get a couple by them. And then you play the game and then you do it and you win gold. And after the game, it's this. We didn't mean to hurt any feelings. Shut up. Just own it. And the last thing I'll say, as a guy who's extremely hard on the Toronto Maple Leafs for a living, sometimes when they win, especially when they lose, we're too hard on Team Canada, man. It might be an age thing. I'm 32 now. Well, I'll just say it. There's no point hiding my age. I'm about to start my 14th season making videos. When I covered junior hockey, when I first started covering, there were a few players in the OHL who were older than I was. So like the Jordan Eberle 5.4 goal, I'm like, yeah, those are my peers. Like we're in the same age group. Now when I see people go, ah, they suck and they're not trying, ah! I'm like, man, those are kids. And if they're not kids, they're really young men. And if you're watching this and you're 18 and you're screaming about other 18-year-olds, that's fine. But there's something weird to me about a full-grown man going, that kid sucks and he's a piece of crap and he always will be. For the players on Team Canada, their journey through hockey, their journey through life does not end at this tournament. They'll be okay. And I'm sure you went to bed last night and woke up this morning and you were okay too. Remember the loss, let it refuel the fire, and Canada will be back on top before you know it. So what'd you think? Leave a comment in the comment box down below, but for now that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Congrats to Team USA, and one barrel at a time. A very common phrase that everyone says that's real, for sure.